evening we go. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink. This fight for the BKFC Cruiserweight World Championship, the timeless Chris Camozzi versus Andrea Beaky.
And Camozzi enjoying a 4-inch height advantage, but it's really that 7-inch reach advantage. He talked about staying long, staying outside, utilizing that reach. Having it's one thing, utilizing something else.
We are now set for the main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds for the BKFC World Cruiserweight Championship. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Regulated by the Mohegan Tribe Athletic Department, Chairman James Gessner. Ringside supervisor in attendance, Mike Mazzulli. The 3 judges scoring our championship main event, Daryl Ransom, Tom Carasone, Brian Miner. And the 3rd man inside the squared circle, our referee in charge of the action at the bell, Andrew Glenn. And now, with our BKFC fans, watching live worldwide on DAZN for the first time in BKFC history from the sold-out Palazzo Wadi. Fight fans of Firenze, let's knuckle Introducing you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears white and purple. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 203 pounds even. His bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 3 victories opposite a single defeat, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. He is the challenger, fighting out of Firenze, Italian Thunder Beaky. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white trimmed in green and red. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. His official weight, 204.2 pounds. He is a true MMA veteran of 42 fights and holds a BKFC record of 3 victories opposite a single defeat. He is your reigning, defending BKFC World Cruiserweight Champion, fighting out of Denver, Colorado, USA, Chris Camozzi.
Chris Camozzi told us, I will close distance off of the jab. I will be extremely physical in the clinch. I will take risks, but they will be calculated risks. Both fighters up to scratch. The bell, round number 1. White, green, and red trucks for the American champion, Chris Camozzi. The black trucks for the Italian challenger, Andrea Beaky. From Camozzi. Key on the feint step. To the mid-range. Camozzi sitting back from southpaw. The jab. Active lead left-handed ortho for Andrea Beaky. Camozzi to the inside. Swing and a miss from Beaky. Camozzi with the head movement. There's the entry from Beaky. Camozzi looking to counter. Heavy in the clinch, heavy on the neck, half-time club goes Chris Camozzi. Good exit from Andrea Beaky. Stiff jab from Camozzi. Camozzi, high elbow, high forearm block. So the step on the outside, Beaky on the duck under, Camozzi to the inside on the flurry to the head.
And Camozzi really trying to utilize his clinch not able to throw much so far.
Camozzi told us he'd be very physical in the clinch. Physical there. Very clever by Camozzi. Head under the chin of Andrea Beaky.
Surprised to let him go this long in the clinch.
On the left-hand exit. It was effective from Beaky. Camozzi took that well. Camozzi back to the inside. There's the uppercut with the right hand from Camozzi. Swing and a miss from Beaky. Reset center circle.
And Beaky just winging these punches, open himself up. He's got to tighten it up a little bit.
25 seconds remaining. Round number 1 of our main event.
And if he gets hit with a counter, he's going to not see it coming. He's going to have big problems.
Swing and a miss again. Overhand right from Beaky. Camozzi on the left hand. Beaky landed the left to the body. Beaky opening a physical turn by Camozzi on the inside. Oh, he's back against the ropes. The bell, that ends round number 1.
It's like a cut on the forehead of Camozzi.
Literally anything can happen with bare knuckle. Round number 2.
And let's see if that gives Beaky a little bit more confidence coming out to round 2. He knows he can hurt his opponent.
Long jab after the feint step from Camozzi. Here his back foot. Camozzi in the mid-range, looking for the entry. Beaky coming forward. Beaky on the double jab. Hard jab from Chris Camozzi.
That looked like it did a little damage, that jab.
Camozzi forward, heavier pressure. And the very physical clinch from Camozzi. The underhook, 2 swings, 2 misses from Beaky. 120 remaining round 2.
And some feints would be very nice for Camozzi. He's doing those, making his opponent react.
Jab to the body from Beaky. Camozzi pulling himself back out of range. Big swings, big misses from Beaky, but they did take Camozzi off his striking line. Camozzi physical in the clinch. On the turn of Beaky. Separation from Andrew Glenn. This Italian crowd in Andrea Beaky's home city, Florence, fully behind their red corner fighter. The jab on the left hook from Camozzi. 25 seconds remaining, round number 2. Flip jab from Camozzi. Fake step from Camozzi, opening his chest. One around Camozzi's right ear. Fast jab again. Shuffle step up to the body after the shuffle step from Beaky. Effective from Camozzi. Beaky now forward on the level change. We move towards 3. Round number 3. Camozzi again, you see using the high elbow, high form striking guard. Using it for blocks, using it to measure distance as he looks to come forward into the physical clinch. Good pull. Camozzi on the feint. Nice jab from Camozzi, partially landed. Beaky to this point, Chris, showing very good head movement.
Yeah, but very difficult to hit. I think Camozzi thought that reach would be much more of an advantage, but with a good head movement, it makes it difficult.
2 swings, 2 misses from Beaky. Beaky does swing big and miss big, though. He makes Camozzi reset on his striking line.
And he just has to be careful. If he's too wide, he might get countered.
Camozzi feinting with the rear left hand. 60 seconds remaining. Referee, big right hand from Camozzi.
Best punch of the fight so far. He definitely hurt it.
Camozzi on the right hand. Beaky trying to counter with the left hand. Camozzi now to the mid-range. To the pocket goes Chris Camozzi. Swelling under Beaky's left eye. Camozzi opening his chest. Swing and a miss again from Andrea Beaky. Another swing and a miss. Nearly the counter hook from Camozzi with the right hand. Camozzi left hand, right hand, just off the mark. The pull again from Beaky.
And that's the punch I keep thinking we're going to see from Camozzi, that left uppercut slash hook.
Camozzi right uppercut.
And Camozzi, this point, he's been very technical. Good right hand by Beaky. Keep backing him away.
Beaky on the counter, sporting touch of hands. Final seconds, round number 3 of our main event. Fight for the BKFC Cruiserweight World Strap, the champion Chris Camozzi versus Andrea Beaky. To round 4 we go. So knuckle up from Andrew Glenn, round number 4 underway.
Once again, just slow and methodical work being done by Camozzi. Not rushing anything, just looking to pick his opponent apart.
Jab again from Camozzi. Good jab. Camozzi showing his patience. Beaky showing his patience. Jab again from Camozzi. Step in from Camozzi, left hand. 1:15 remaining, round 4. Miss on the overhand right from Andrea Beaky. And left.
Beaky just having trouble getting into range with that long reach of Camozzi. He's a jab his way and a moonsault throw with power stance.
Jab that time from Camozzi. The left hand, double naked left hand from Camozzi. The jab. Camozzi up to the body. Hard right hand from Camozzi up to step in. Right hand again. Right off the mark from Beaky. Swings, big misses from Beaky. The Beaky, though, he's dipping his head, he's going in hard, swinging heavy.
Knows that's what he has to do to win this fight, to change the tide, land something significant.
Hand off the mark, but he could not land the 2. We move to the 5th round. It's a nice moment between these two fighters. Zero animosity coming in between Chris Camozzi and Andrea Beaky. Beaky thrilled for the opportunity, and again, Camozzi emphatic that he was not taking Beaky lightly. Camozzi opening the 5th and final round with forward pressure to the mid-range. Beaky on his back foot, looking to counter. Step in the circle out. Swings. Good defense from Camozzi. Hard right hand. Another big right hand from Camozzi.
Beaky did not like that move.
And again. And the jab 1-2.
Camozzi just staying in his range the entire time. Beaky has to be with his guard up the entire time, or he's going to get with her shots.
And the duck under into the clinch. Camozzi very physical again in the clinch. Fighters making Andrew Glenn work on that separation. 45 seconds remaining in our main event. Simultaneous jabs. Right hand, double right hand. The jab. The rear left hand back to the jab. 2-1 from Camozzi.
Camozzi really not looking to land the power shots on the point. Just touch him. Just keep touching and keep winning rounds.
Beaky takes a knee on the left hand.
5, 6, 7.
Left hand, and Beaky willingly took the knee and takes the mandatory 8 now from Andrew Glenn.
Let's see if Camozzi goes to the finish.
Camozzi on the right hand. Beaky on the 1-2 off the mark. Beaky forward again. That is the end of our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 5 championship rounds, our judges at ringside score the fight 49-45, 50-44, and 49-45 to the winner by unanimous decision. And still, BKFC World Cruiserweight Champion, Chris Camozzi.
Beaky was throwing big throughout, but in round number 3, Chris Camozzi fully took over, showed his placement, showed his power, defense as well as offense. Chris Camozzi then in round number 4, dominant, more dominant, and around number 5, the final round of the fight, producing what proved to be the lone knockdown of Andrea Beaky, and that off of a very powerful right jab. In our main event of the evening, the winner by way of unanimous decision, Chris Camozzi defeats Andrea Beaky.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
It's always crazy.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, October 25th, the world's most exciting combat sport returns to Italy. Bare-knuckle Fighting Championship takes over Rome for the very first time, and a world title is on the line. BKFC Cruiserweight champ Chris Camozzi aims to add another notch to his belt as he steps into enemy territory to face the pure striking savagery of Italian legend Alessio Sakara. Watch all the history-making moments unfold live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
In the heavyweight division, Alessio Sakara versus Eric Lozano. Our tale of the tape is presented by Amnesia Vodka.
Okay, Sean, you can see Sakara with a 3-inch height advantage, 3-inch reach advantage. Not that much for this weight class. Very similar in all other aspects.
We are now set for our next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Presented to you by Amnesia Vodka. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears black trimmed in the proud colors of the United States of America and Mexico. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 210.6 pounds. He holds a BKFC record of 6 fights. Fighting out of Holland, Michigan, by way of Ed Couch, Elsa, Texas. Here is Eric El Travieso Lozano. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black and blue with gold trim. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. His official weight, 212.2 pounds. He is a world-class MMA veteran of 36 fights, and tonight makes his highly anticipated BKFC debut. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, by way of Rome, Italy. Here is Alessio Legionarius Sakara. And our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Alessio Sakara told us, I feel very confident with the punching power I possess in both hands, but I'm not going to try to force the knockout. Round number 1. Black and blue trunks for the Italian, now based in Florida, Alessio Sakara. Black trunks for Eric Lozano. Guard to the inside, in and out. You see the elusive movement, switch of stances. Full ortho for Lozano. Hard shots on the inside, and a big left hand lands from Eric Lozano. Now the right hand. Sakara trying to reset. Lozano finding his range, long off of the jab, step in right hand, rear right uppercut from Sakara.
And both these guys throwing powerful shots.
Both fighters have knockout power in both hands. Right uppercut again. Audacious from Lozano. Another right uppercut, overhand right, straight right hand, left hook, right hand, right back.
Sakara's down first.
Big right hand again from Alessio Sakara. Now the left hand. Sakara is cut. There's a pegging right hand from Sakara.
Whoever throws first, it's a wet leg, and these guys got to try and get off first and land.
Out to the body, you see the elusiveness, the head movement. There's a big left hand on the turn from Eric Lozano. The momentum swinging back and forth here measurably in round number 1.
This is an exhausting pace. I don't see either guy being able to go 5 rounds like this.
45 seconds remaining, round number 1. Sakara is cut in his left brow. Cross cross arm, half tie plunge, snatched. Conventional tie plunge, short left hand now snatched by the Italian Alessio Sakara. The smear of blood across his face. Blood trickling across the right eye of Eric Lozano as he is cutting his right brow.
Right. Step back.
On the restart from Andrew Glenn. Step in on the jab from Sakara. Right uppercut again. There's the right hook. Big shots out from Sakara. And there's the knockdown.
Just accumulation of punches. So many punches. Lozano looks very hurt.
We're getting the long count. Sakara was too keen. And that's giving an extra 1 or 2 seconds to Lozano on this mandatory 8. There is the bell. That is the end of round 1. Very hard fought, well fought round number 1 from both men. There was 1 knockdown in round number 1. That was recorded by Alessio Sakara. Round number 2, right uppercut from Lozano. He has been finding that punch this far in this fight. Uppercut again.
There's some good inside punching from Lozano that's letting he's more used his bare-knuckle style.
Sakara, you see grinding pressure forehead to forehead on the inside.
You can tell he's a stronger opponent. He continues to push his opponent around this Sakara.
Separation from Andrew Glenn on the restart.
He's really winning.
Big left hand, the piece out, knockdown number 2.
You can just see the energy level of Lozano just going.
6, 7. The count
He's not getting up.
9, 10. Welcome to BKFC, Alessio Sakara.
Just took him a minute to understand this sport. That was a tough first fight. I mean, he's in there with a guy in his 7th fight, experiences everything in this sport. Lozano showed him this isn't what he thought it was, but he adapted well, he adjusted. You can see, just look, Sakara just shaking his head like that wasn't the performance I wanted, but man, he's in there with a veteran. That was a tough first fight, and he passed with flying colors, in my opinion.
Not without adversity against the ultra-tough Eric Lozano, but victory, impressively, for Alessio Sakara in his BKFC debut.
Just look, coming, ooh, that left hand landed right on the button, knocked the mouthpiece out, and there's a couple more hard shots.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight comes to an end with our referee in charge, Andrew Glenn, reaching the count of 10 at 48 seconds, round number 2. For your winner by KO, Alessio Legionarius Sakara.
All right. Big victory for you, Alessio Sakara. Welcome to the BKFC. First fight under your belt, and you picked up a big victory over a veteran. You've got to be happy with that performance. You were dominant.
Okay, I'm so happy fighting BKFC because it's very true sport, very warriors. I'm Legionary, gladiator sport. I'm so happy now fight with BKFC, and I'm very, very, very happy if I fight with the best champ is Camozzi. He win in Italy, and of course I want fight Camozzi because it's Italy America, and if you come to Rome, I'm Rome.
Wow, that's a hell of a call out there.
I want to talk other thing. Lozano is my style, but it's more short. For me, it's difficult. Camozzi, Chris, you is more tall. I like go to distance. Same thing, I give pressure for Camozzi, and a lot of respect for this guy because it's very respectable champion.
Well, listen, one of the best to do it here. We got Chris Camozzi in the house right now.
Congratulations.
Now, Chris, he's making a challenge, and we were already talking about on this broadcast. October 25th, we are going to be in Rome, Italy, at an incredible arena. Second show in Italy. First time out, you won. I know you want to go back. I know those are your people as well. Sakara, Camozzi, is that the fight in Rome? Is that the fight you want?
Tell me there's a better fight in Rome, right? This man paved the way in Italian MMA. I believe his name came across the board back in the UFC. We were both in the UFC at the same time. but I'm here to tell you, I may not be straight out of Italy, but my grandparents were, and that I'm the best Italian fighter ever, and so that's what we'll find out in Rome, Italy.
Just like that, I believe we got something. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get the very first face-off. Right here, our champion, Chris Camozzi. Could this be the challenger? Alessio Sakara, October 25th in Rome, Italy, baby.
Gabriel Rapasarda is the man who leads BKFC in Italy as we are headed back to Italy. First Florence, next stop Rome, and could we see Alessio Sakara versus Chris Camozzi for the BKFC 205-pound world title in Rome, Italy?
I mean, Sakara looked great in his first fight, and as Camozzi, what is he, Charlie Brown? Everybody's picking on him, calling him out the entire night. What's happening here, Sean?
A respectful call out from the always respectful Alessio Sakara, who showed his class fighting through adversity against Eric Lozano. Lozano was landing, especially the right uppercut. Sakara found his range, the knockdown in round number 1, the knockdown to the finish in round 2. Victorious by way of second round KO, Alessio Sakara defeats Eric Lozano.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, October 25th, the world's most exciting combat sport returns to Italy. Bare-knuckle Fighting Championship takes over Rome for the very first time, and a world title is on the line. BKFC Cruiserweight champ Chris Camozzi aims to add another notch to his belt as he steps into enemy territory to face the pure striking savagery of Italian legend Alessio Sakara. Watch all the history-making moments unfold live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
For the BKFC Interim lightweight title, Tony Soto versus Ben Bonner.
And Ben Bonner went with a 1-inch height advantage, 5'10" to 5'9". However, Tony Loco Soto with a 3-inch reach advantage in this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds for the interim BKFC World Lightweight Championship. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get Bucked Up. Sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. Chairman Rick Figueroa. Supervisor in attendance Arturo Martinez. Commissioners in attendance Dr. Ray Callis, Sujith Drakshra. The 3 judges scoring our championship main event: Don Turnage, Dylan Turner, Michelle Morales. And the third man inside the squared circle, our referee in charge of the action at the bell, Big Dan Mergliata. And now, with our BKFC fans watching live worldwide on DAZN for the first time in the great state of Texas, from the Dickies Arena, fight fans of Fort Worth, let's knuckle up! Introducing you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears red and white. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, an even 155 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 3 victories opposite St. Defeat. Fighting out of Middlesbrough, Seaside, England, here is Ben the Bomber Bonner. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears blue and red. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 154.8 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 6 victories opposite a single defeat. He is the former BKFC World Lightweight Title Challenger, fighting out of Hickory, North Carolina, by way of Brooklyn, New York. Here is Tony Loco Soto.
Tony Soto told us, I feel that I will be much faster than Ben Bonner. I have to use my speed advantage and my constant explosive entries. This is our main event of the evening. The winner to become the BKFC Interim lightweight titleist, the American Tony Soto versus the Englishman Ben Bonner, round number 1. Blue and red trucks for Soto, red and white trucks for Bonner. Two fighters, Chris, incapable of a boring fight. There's the jab from Soto. Up to the body, pulled back mid-flight from Ben Bonner. Big swings from Bonner, Bonner to the inside. Soto circling out. Ooh. Right hand from Bonner.
Good counter by Soto in that exchange.
Big shot from Bonner, overhand right.
Bonner believes in his power. Soto starts it with the knockout.
Tony Soto.
Immediately, he's got to be careful. Bonner's coming with power.
6, 7. Mandatory 8 count. Given the Soto by Dan Mergliano. We'll see how hard now Ben Bonner goes for the finish. Left hand from Bonner on the right hand. Half-time plum, and that's a heavy half-time plum snapped by Tony Soto. 60 seconds remaining, round number 1. Long jab from Bonner. Hook. Soto to the mid-range, off the jab. Both fighters continually moving their feet. Lead hook. To the body, right hand. On the inside, the champion USA in favor of Tony Soto from this Fort Worth, Texas crowd. Overhand right from Bonner. Big shots to the body. Soto still coming forward.
That's where Soto wants to be, wearing his opponent down, staying right in his face.
Back up, back up, back up, back up.
He doesn't want to let Bonner get those extension on the punches. He wants to stay close and make him pay.
Closing stages, round number 1. A big opening round for Ben Bonner, knocking down Tony Soto. Left hook, straight right hand on the pull two from Bonner. 1-2. Big left hand on the clipping right hand from Tony Soto. The bell, that is the end of round 1.
Here's the left hook. The knockdown. Beautiful left hand right on the button. However, we have seen Soto knock down in the past and get up and do phenomenal the rest of the fight.
Number 155 and 165-pound titleist of BKFC. The winner of this bout becomes the new BKFC Interim 155-pound titleist. Soto to start round number 2. Coming forward from the center circle. There's the foot feint from Tony Soto on the left hook, right hand.
You can see Soto throwing harder punches now, really wanting to get that knockdown back.
A chancery from Tony Soto. Right back to it. Soft warning from Dan Mergliano. Left hand. Big right hand. Knockdown number 2. Ruled a slip immediately by Mergliano. The canvas from the slip. Step in naked right hand. Not there from Bonner. Good head movement. Good pull from Soto. Hard on the overhook goes Tony Soto. Driving forward pressure from the Englishman Ben Bonner. Bonner uppercuts to the body. Right hand from Soto. Smear of blood across the face of Bonner.
This is the range.
Guillotine.
That is the range that Soto needs to stay as close as possible, but not let him get the full extension on those shots.
The left hand. Swing and a miss. Right hand from Tony Soto, just off the mark. Stiff jab, big right hand. Bonner lands, Soto lands in reply.
It's a very awkward style, the head movements, everything that's given Bonner problems. Hard to land a hard, clean shot on Soto.
Soto off balance, resetting his feet. To the inside. 25 seconds remaining, round 2. Just off the mark from Bonner. So hard left to the body. Hard right hand to the head, and that is ruled as a knockdown by Dan Mergliata.
Just off balance, so that you can just see how mad he is. Wasn't hurt from the punch, just off balance.
Final seconds, round number 2. Soto forward off the canvas for the second time in this fight. Big swing. Next up, round 3. We're looking at 2016 right now for Ben Bonner, knocking down Soto in round 1, and again knocking down Soto in round 2. Start of round number 3. Heavy swings as the left hand from Soto on the entry. Bonner trying to turn from the underhook. Restart from Dan Mergliata. And then left hook, hard left hook to the body from Bonner. Hook from Ben Bonner.
Soto's ability to get out of the way of these shots is keeping him in this fight.
Soto to the inside, heavy driving pressure. 120 remaining, round 3. Soto Chris noticeably turning up the temperature as he lands the right hander in round number 3.
He definitely has to get a knockdown if he wants to have a chance to win this fight.
Big exhale from Soto. Resetting. Soto talked to us about flowing mid-range pocket and back. He's doing that now. Flowing from the mid-range into the pocket, into the clinch.
Bonner cannot throw these hooks upstairs. He needs to go to the body. When he misses, he throws himself off balance.
From Soto, then the left hook to the body. Jab to the body from Tony Soto. This is the best extended sequence of the fight for Soto. On the right hand, left hand. Big shot to the inside. Soto on the right hand, left hand. Looking at Cameron's Bonner, and he does with the left hand. Right hand from Ben Bonner. On the turn. Big left hand from Bonner. Soto talking, walking through the left hand. Soto landing the right hand.
Right, separate.
Hands on knees for Ben Bonner. Soto immediately exploding forward. Jab to the body, hook to the head, right hand, straight into miss from Bonner. Soto relentless in pressure and pace. Closing seconds, round number 3.
Break.
This is the pace that Soto wants. He's wearing his opponent down. Oh, Bonner just giving up the position already.
Roll through right hand, punches to the bell. That is the end of round 3. Former BKFC Bantamweight World Champion Keith Richardson in the corner of Tony Soto, reigning BKFC UK Featherweight Champion Gary Fox in the corner of Ben Bonner. Here is round number 4. A phenomenal fight. How could it not be? One of the most talented to the most explosive fighters and entertaining fighters in all of BKFC. Big left hand from Tony Soto.
Right.
Just very close so far. Only 3 punches more landed for Bonner. A big comeback round for Soto in that 3rd round.
Through the spear of blood under the left eye, Ben Bonner as he throws the turn right hand. Soto to the inside again.
Right.
Once again, Bonner just missing with these overhand moves of his hooks. Turn his on the body.
So on the duck under left hand, right hand, big right hand from Bonner. Soto walks through it.
Separate.
Soto snatching that head chancery / guillotine when he feels the need to squeeze and send the message to Bonner to the inside.
Break. No headlocks. Come on, keep it clean.
Bonner just looking for a few seconds to rest in this relentless pace, waiting for his time to throw his big counters.
Up to the body from Soto. Straight right hand, not getting through from Bonner. The idea was there, but good defense from Soto.
Keep
Right
working.
uppercut to the body from Ben Bonner. Right uppercut to the head, left to the body, left to the head from Soto. 40 seconds remaining, round 4. The reset from Mergliata. The left hand off of the reset from Bonner. Right hand from Tony Soto. Left hook, right hand. Big swings, Bonner on the left hand. Soto trying to walk through, swinging and miss with the left hand. Step in right from Bonner. His hands are at his waist. Bonner walking backwards. Soto with the left hand. Bonner left to the body. Soto left to the body. Tony Soto snatching the half-time plum on the overhook. Final stages, round number 4. This is a sprinter's pace, and we fight on. And a sprinter's pace set and held from both Soto and Bonner, but right now it is Soto putting on the pressure.
So does every fight from Soto have to turn into a Rocky movie? These guys are exhausted, landing all the time. This is a phenomenal fight. Impressive performance thus far.
Warning touch of hands Fifth and final round, Soto immediately forward. Jab to the head, jab to the body. Again, 2 knockdowns recorded in this fight. Bonner dropping Soto in round 1 again. In round number 2, there's the shuffle, left hook on the turn from Soto. Under the unified rules of bare-knuckle fighting, massive emphasis is put on the knockdown. These are clear-cut 10-8 rounds for Ben Bonner. Even if the 3 Texas judges felt that Soto had otherwise won the round, maybe they did, maybe they didn't, it does not matter. Soto has to know that he was down 20-16 through the opening 2 rounds, and we've seen the urgency, Chris, since round 3 from Tony Soto.
If you're Bonner, are you just trying to get out of this round, just move, just evade these devastating punches, or do you want to go for the knockout?
So coming forward off the jab, right hand. Overhand right, the entry, swing and a miss from Soto.
Like Bonner moving, trying to stay away from his opponent, just trying to do what he has to win this fight.
And we're trying to counter, moving backwards. Soto continuing to come forward. Overhook from Ben Bonner gets the separation from Middleweight. 50 seconds remaining in our main event. Left hook. There's the right hand getting through.
Bonner looking tired, looking a little wobbly at this point. He'd be smart to tie up and not let go.
The blood pouring from Soto's left ear. The diversionary double left hook, body head, that was slick from Soto. Left hand, right hand, left hand gets through.
At this point, yeah, Bonner should be tied up. So you have to go for broke. But everything you have with your opponent.
Straight strike now. Left hand, right hand, overhand right. Huge swings coming forward from Tony Soto. Soto to the mid-range left hook. Bonner into the clinch. You hear the ovation from this Fort Worth, Texas crowd. That is the end of our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the decision, let's have a round of applause for these 2 warriors. After completing the scheduled 5 championship rounds, here are the score totals from our judges at ringside. Don Turtage, 49-44. Dylan Turner, 47-46. Michelle Morales, 48-45. To the winner, by unanimous decision, and your new interim BKFC World Lightweight Champion, Ben the Bomber Bonner!
All right, Ben Bonner, you told me that you were going to win. You told me he couldn't handle your power, and you proved me right tonight. That was a war with Tony Soto. Let's talk about it. Big knockdowns in the beginning.
Yeah, listen, in the interview beforehand, you said Tony can take some punishment. Fuck me. That man can take a pasting and some. Listen, he's one of the toughest men, and I mean toughest men I've ever shared the ring with. Fair play to him, but listen, like I said before, I'm the baddest man at 155 on this planet, and there's no other man that's gonna beat me! Not one single man! I'm the man!
This is historic, Ben. 8 days notice. Now, I want you to think about this. I want you to drink it in. You are now a world champion in bare-knuckle fighting championship. How does that sound?
Listen, when we all start in boxing and move into bare-knuckle, we want to achieve this, a world championship. That's the pinnacle of the sport, the highest of mountains, and tonight I achieved that. Listen, I have to give massive credit to Dave Feldman for giving me this opportunity, Nate Shook, Mark Ramsden. Without these people providing me with the opportunity, I wouldn't be here. But Cyrus, we did it, baby.
And you destroyed my suit, but I love you anyways. Ben Bonner, your champion.
Soto really turning up the pressure in round number 3. Soto, despite the loss, still one of the most talented fighters in BKFC. And full credit, full marks indeed to the Englishman Ben Bonner. Coming in, 2 knockdowns of Soto, round 1 again, round 2. and cruising to the unanimous decision win and becoming the BKFC Interim lightweight titleist. In our main event of the evening, the winner by way of unanimous decision, Ben Bonner defeats Tony Soto.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, October 25th, the world's most exciting combat sport returns to Italy. Bare-knuckle Fighting Championship takes over Rome for the very first time, and a world title is on the line. BKFC Cruiserweight champ Chris Camozzi aims to add another notch to his belt as he steps into enemy territory to face the pure striking savagery of Italian legend Alessio Sakara. Watch all the history-making moments unfold live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
In a city where warriors once fought for glory in the sands of the Colosseum, a new battlefield is set. On October 25th, Rome will become the arena once again. But this time, it's not steel and shields. It's bare knuckles and legacy. The reigning BKFC Cruiserweight champion, Chris Camozzi, a veteran of countless wars.
Spotting all sorts of trouble. Brett taking a really close look.
A technician molded by years of combat, has his sights set on defending his crown for the second time.
Winning this, is just another notch and another name that I get to add to my record of wins.
But standing across from him is an Italian legend, Alessio Sakara. A former UFC standout, a warrior whose name echoes through the halls of Rome, a gladiator reborn in the sport of bare knuckle.
This is fight in my country, in my city, in Rome, and I'm so happy. I have a lot of good energy.
Two men, two paths, one moment in history. A champion's pride, a nation's hope. In the eternal city, their stories collide. This is BKFC Unwrapped, Camozzi versus Sakara. After a dominant victory this past April at BKFC 73, current Cruiserweight champion Chris Camozzi looks to defend his crown once more against a seasoned veteran who he's had his sights set on for years.
Sakara's had a long, successful career, just like I have, and I think going into BKFC, for me, like I said, this is legacy. So being able to fight a name that I've recognized, that's been on my radar for a long time, I'm more than happy to do, and I'm excited about having him staring across from me on the other side. I have been in a lot of big fights in my past, but for me, every single one is the biggest fight, How would I pass up the opportunity to go to Rome, Italy, and be the main event on the second card ever in Italy? I've main evented both, so to me, these mean more than anything. Even though I'm the champion, I love going to other people's backyard and walking away with that win. I've made an entire career out of going to other guys' hometowns and beating them. For me, it doesn't really matter if they're rooting for me or against me. I'm going in there with one job, and that's to win. So this one, I'm coming out with a devastating knockout.
He is a true MMA veteran of 42 fights. Here is Chris Camozzi.
Biggie takes a knee on the left hand.
Other than winning, I'd say what fuels me, the reason I'm still around, 20 years in this sport is just, I love it. I'm addicted to it. I can't get away from it. I can't walk away and be happy yet. There's still more to accomplish. There's still more wins. I want more experiences, and this is another step to that.
There's the left hand, there's the counter.
You've been a part of the biggest organizations in the world, but you've never been world champion. Tonight, you are a world champion in your hometown. Can you even put it into words? How do you feel right now?
Oh, Denver, I'm a world champ!
An Italian combat sports legend, Alessio Sakara made a statement in his BKFC debut. With an MMA career dating back to 2002, Sakara has a world title finally within reach on October 25th.
Why BKFC? Because it's adrenaline, it's old sport for me, it's traditional sport for tough guy, tough fighter, tough man, tough woman, everything. I know, everybody know in the world I'm a Legionary, and of course I need to stay in this sport. I'm very comfortable because in America top team, you never stop. Same when you fight, when you sparring, same to fight. In America top team, I have the best fight in the world, and I training for everybody. I'm very comfortable. Yes, I think so. This is my best fight in my career because, of course, is the title for bare-knuckle in front of my city with Camozzi. I know him. He respect career, and I'm so happy about this fight.
By way of Rome, Italy, here is Alessio Legionarius Sakara!
Right uppercut again, there's the right hook. Big shots out from Sakara, and there's the knockdown.
Just accumulation of punches.
On the restart.
He's really well.
Big left hand, the mouthpiece, and knockdown number 2. The count of 8,
getting up.
9, 10. Welcome to BKFC, Alessio Sakara.
Sakara, Camozzi, is that the fight in Rome? Is that the fight you want?
Tell me there's a better fight in Rome, right? This man paved the way in Italian MMA. I believe his name came across the board back in the UFC. We were both in the UFC at the same time. But I'm here to tell you, I may not be straight out of Italy, but my grandparents were, and that I'm the best Italian fighter ever. And so that's what we'll find out in Rome, Italy.
Just like that, I believe we got something. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get the very first face-off. Right here, our champion, Chris Camozzi. Could this be the challenger? Alessio Sakara, October 25th in Rome, Italy, baby.
I don't know why this fight never happened in the UFC. I feel like Sakara has always been on my radar. His name was always talked about, you know, as potential opponents, but it didn't happen then, and I'm actually happier that it's happening now in BKFC because there's no other sport like bare-knuckle boxing, and Sakara's background is in boxing. So I want the best him so that I can beat the best him. Even though I'm already champion, you know, this is my legacy. I'm coming near the tail end of my career, so everything matters. I'm taking it one fight at a time and just enjoying the ride. So for me, it's about the money, but also about the legacy and being able to be happy when I walk away from the sport.
I respect the Camozzi because he's old school. He's no trash talking. He stay in the ring, take a job, back to home. He's perfect fighter. I respect a lot the fighter when is this. All my fight, I fight in the world, but this is fight in my country, in my city, in Rome. I'm so proud for that, and I'm so happy. I have a lot of good energy.
Sakara thinks he can beat me, and he's supposed to. You know, that's his job. That's why he's across the ring from me. But it's my job to show him why that's just a dream, and it's not going to happen. My prediction for this fight is it's going to hurt a lot for Sakara. I'm going to make sure I get him out before we see the third round. I'm going to make this quick, precise, and violent.
Trying to turn up and ropes over and right knockdown number 2.
Camozzi, I know I respect you, you carry everything, but the October 25, we stay in the middle of the ring. No clinch, my friend. Stay in the middle of the ring. I give a lot of adrenaline for everybody.
On October 25th, after I beat Alessio, I think I become the face of Italian combat sports. Sakara, I have a lot of love and respect for you, but this is gonna hurt. I'm gonna have to show you why I'm the champion of the world.
October 25th, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship returns to Italy for its biggest event to date. Chris Camozzi defends the Cruiserweight title against Italy's own Alessio Sakara.
Welcome to BKFC, Alessio Sakara.
Glory, pride, legacy, all hang in the balance on one historic night in Rome.
Chris Camozzi, Alessio Sakara, October 25th in Rome, Italy, baby. bare-knuckle fighting championship is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink. This is Roma, incredible Rome, Italy, the eternal city where ancient monuments still stand and where fighting is intertwined throughout history. New gladiators, new Colosseum, but the same epic battles that define the Roman Empire. BKFC 83 starts now. We start the festivities with the preview. These fights are on the house, but don't blink, because these warriors are the ones that set the tone. They're hungry and ready to make their name tonight. In our co-main event, the lightweight world title tournament starts here. Current interim champion Bonner has given his title up to compete for the undisputed crown. But former champion Franco Tenaglia never lost that title. He's got a chip on his shoulder and dynamite in his fist. Only one can move on tonight. And in the main event, champion Chris Camozzi defended his cruiserweight title just April in Florence, but tonight, a new challenge with more experience and even more motivation. Alessio Sakara fought alongside Camozzi for years, but never got that fight. Now the stakes are at an all-time high for a world title at home in the baddest fight promotion on the planet, the BKFC. And welcome to the incredible Palazzo dello Sport right here in Rome, Italy for BKFC 83. I'm Cyrus Fees, and what a night we have in store for you folks. When I say that this is the most fully loaded card that we've had all year, that is the truth. An incredible card from top to bottom. You are definitely in for a treat live here on the BKFC app. Now, getting to Rome, Italy, it has been a pretty fun journey, to say the least. We started it off in 2025 with an incredible sold-out Knuckle Mania 5 at the Wells Fargo Center. You saw Rothwell claiming that heavyweight title, Jeremy Stevens over Eddie Alvarez. And then we moved on to Italy our first time here in April, and it was Chris Camozzi, Andrea Bicchi in a classic. Camozzi retains, but definitely left his mark here in Italy. And then, folks, the debut in Texas, the Lone Star State. And folks, Jessica I, Kenzie Morris, and a lot of big names debuted that night. But it was Bonner and Soto, the main event, that sold it all. And Bonner got that interim title. Then it was Sturgis, back at the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. And folks, we had fun at the Buffalo Chip. Taylor Starling with a big win. And then it was Julian Lane, Gogo Slavetsky, and Lane come out on top. And then just weeks ago, we were in Newark, New Jersey, right outside of New York City, and what a classic night it was. Mike Perry gets the win over Jeremy Stevens, and then the epic face-off with Conor McGregor. Wow. McGregor's gonna be in the house tonight. Now, if you want to relive all those incredible memories, it's very simple. Not only are you gonna get tonight's fight, but you're gonna get all those archives for $7.99. Not sure what that is in euros, but I'm sure it's not that much. All you gotta do, go to your app store, download it. $7.99 gets you the fights tonight and get you the fights next week in Michigan, plus all the archives. Folks, we are in Italy. What a journey this company has had. Second time in Italy, and we have dialed it up. Much bigger stakes, much bigger arena, and what an awesome fight card. I'm ready if you are. Let's get to it. Let's go ringside to Sean Wheelock and Chris Lytle. Gentlemen, Camozzi, Sakara, we are in for a treat tonight.
Fully agreed, Cyrus. Chris, our BKFC debut here in Rome, our second time for bare-knuckle fighting championship in Italy, our main event for the bare-knuckle fighting championship 205-pound world title, the champion Chris Camozzi versus Alessio Sakara.
This is a great matchup, dream matchup, two legendary fighters. They've been around each other a long time, never fought. It's happening tonight, Sean. Camozzi wants to come out, prove that he's the best, keep that title. However, Sakara, this is his chance. He wants to get that elusive world title. The title could change hands tonight. Sakara wants to keep that title, that strap in Italy. Will it happen? We'll find out here shortly.
Tonight's fight odds are presented by BetBKFC.com.
And I love it, Sean. So close are these odds. That means it's a very, very competitive card. I really like Nico Gaffey at -300. He's been phenomenal for us so far. I think that's a good pick.
Blackout Coffee presents the unified rules of bare-knuckle fighting, administered this evening by the Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation. Punching in the active clinch is allowed. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal, as are all takedowns and submissions. We open tonight with a bout in the middleweight division. Enzo Tobia versus Wadia Tergi. Our tale of the tape is presented by Forge Irish Stout.
Okay, Sean Tergi with a 2-inch height advantage, 2-inch reach advantage. Exact same fist size. That's not very much. Like Tobia was a few pounds over. Let's see if that makes a difference.
The Moroccan, now based here in Italy, Wadia Tergi, set for his bare-knuckle fighting championship debut. Tergi has had 15 pro MMA bouts. He's 1-0 in professional boxing. In our fighter meeting, Wadia Tergi told us, I want an extremely aggressive start off from scratch, immediately established my jab. Tergi said, I believe I have legitimate knockout power in both hands.
But he needs to be smart in this fight. Use lots of movement, especially lateral movement. Stay long, control the range the entire fight.
Tergi also told us, my overhand left is my key power punches. Tergi said, I'm extremely focused on winning this fight by a finish, and I will take chances to do so.
I loved it, Sean. We talked to him. He said that he almost fought for us right back in the beginning, or not us, BKFC. He wanted to fight in 2018. Didn't quite happen. He's been waiting this whole time. He cannot wait to get in here and get his first fight.
Of his opponent in this middleweight bout, Enzo Tobia, Wadia Tergi said, I think he's going to try to stay long. He's going to try to counter off of my forward pressure. Tergi said, I believe that I am faster than Tobia. I have to push him backwards.
Well, he feels like he's stronger, he's faster, he moves better. I love. He said, well, better all over. He eventually got it out. I'm better all over. I'm going to win this fight. I love the confidence.
Tergi said, I want to take chances, I want to take risks, but I'm not going to be reckless. This will be very heavy pressure, heavy aggression, but I will do so with intelligence.
But not only that, he said he believes more in power over volume. He's not looking to land combinations. One punch, knockout power he possesses, and that's what he's going to show. One punch, one knockout.
Tergi extremely confident on our fighter meeting for this his BKFC debut. Enzo Tobia made his BKFC debut this past April. He defeated Michael Aguibe by second-round KO.
And I love the way he comes in throwing that hard overhand left. Stays out of range until he explodes in and lands power shots. And look at that, beautiful, knock his opponent out on his feet. That's a beautiful knockout. We're waiting for the right time to give him the overhand left. It's what he does best. Comes in throwing power. Makes it very difficult to deal with someone. You have to catch him timing in. Not so easy. If he lands that punch, he's doing damage.
Fighting here in his home nation, Italy, Enzo Tobia enters 1-0 in BKFC. He's had 14 pro MMA bouts. Tobia is naturally left-handed. He told us in our fighter meeting, I'm going to switch stances and I will do so off of my jab. I will continually move both in southpaw and in orthodox off of angles.
Well, he feels like this is his second fight. He understands much better how to utilize the ring. He's going to have better footwork in this. He's going to control the pace much better.
Tobia also told us, I will smartly cut off the ring. I'll throw overhand lefts to the body of my opponent, Wadia Tergi. Tobia said, I think he's going to be very fast off of scratch. I will use his aggression against him.
Well, he's going to wait for the right time. He's going to be very patient. When he sees openings, that's when he explodes in.
To get our evening started from here in Rome, we send it into the ring with the always outstanding Jeff Houston.
Buonasera, signore e signori. And welcome, one and all, to the Palazzo dello Sport, here in one of the most beautiful cities on planet Earth, Roma, Italy. And welcome to BKFC 83, BKFC Freeview begins tonight with 5 two-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Presented to you by Forged Irish Stout. Not here to take part, here to take over. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears red. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 175.2 pounds. His MMA record stands at 15 fights, and tonight he makes his BKFC debut, fighting out of Firenze, Italy, by way of Morocco. Here is Wadia, the Tiger, Tergui. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white and gold. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, an even 178 pounds. His MMA record stands at 11 fights and holds a BKFC record at 1-0. Fighting out of Chioscia in Venice, Italy. Here is Enzo Osoduro Tobia. And our referee in charge of the action, Mario Ivano.
Enzo Tobia told us, I have to be reactive throughout this fight. My timing has to be on point. Both fighters up to scratch, 3 feet apart. The bell, round number 1. White trunks for the Italian Enzo Tobia. Red trunks for the Moroccan, now based here in Italy, Wadia Tergui. Long extended guard from Orthodox for Tobia. Tergui, you see the active lead left hand from Ortho. Coming to the mid-range now is Tergui. Tobia looking to counter. There's the hard entry punches. Tergui back to the outside, swing and a miss.
Tergui really looking to throw that straight right down the pipe. Perfect punch against the southpaw.
Tobia told us he will switch stances. Switching already was in ortho. Now you see in southpaw. He is naturally left-handed. There's a step in two from Tergui. Step in two right back with the left hand from Tobia. Both middleweights throwing big early stages. Big entry punches now from Tergui. Script draws the separation from the excellent Bulgarian referee Mario Ivanov. Feint on the jab from Enzo Tobia. 60 seconds remaining, round number 1. See the hand fighting, the extended guard now from Tergui. Swing and a miss from Tobia. Tergui, upper body movement, head movement again to the mid-range. Left hand, right hand to the inside. There's the counter left hand from Tobia.
It's been all about that lead foot. Who's ever able to step outside has the angle, can throw that straight punch.
Make it 2 again from Tobia. There's the jab, hook jab from Tergui, left hand from Tobia. Right hand, big swings again. There's the entry now from Tergui. On the clinch, the separation from Ivanov. 20 seconds remaining, round number 1.
And it doesn't look like either fighter's really interested in using that clinch. They just want to throw bomb.
Fast jab from Tobia. Heavy to the inside again, the over-under now from Tergui. Bit of a face wash from Wadia Tergui. Back to the center circle on the restart. Final seconds, round number 1. Next up, round 2.
Very even rounds on both guys. Landing their power shots. Straight lefts, right hands.
10 secondi, respira tranquillo. Ok. Ok, esce a sinistra. Ok, lo vedi che lo tira a destra di prima attenzione. Te lo sta tirando il destro di prima attenzione. Quindi dagli la misura, manda la vuota e rimetti. Segui, Enzo, segui me. Segui me.
I'm not real sure what they're saying at this point, Sean, but
ok, diamo gas noi. Ascolta me.
pretty easy advice in my opinion. You have to push your opponent backwards, step outside that lead foot, throw the straight. I'd like to see a little more straight to the body. That punch will be open. Haven't seen anybody throwing any body work this far, anybody trying to work any clinch. They're just both happy, I think, stepping out and trying to land those powerful shots. I think they both believe they can knock the other person out if they land it cleanly.
Tobia, the slight cut, corner of his right eye. Set to start round number 2. First up to scratch is Tergui. Now Tobia up to scratch. Mario Ivanov starts the second round. There's the right hand, big swings again, hard left hand on the entry from Tenaglia.
Loving it, Sean. Not many jabs, it's all power shots.
Tenaglia, the big left hand again. Tenaglia told us he would take chances as he was fully focused on getting the finish. Overhand left from Tobia. Tenaglia shakes his head no. Now to the pocket comes Tenaglia.
So both these guys winging so hard, it's going to be interesting to see if they get tired as this fight goes on. You can only throw so many fastballs.
Takes from Tobia. Tenaglia, you see the measuring. Idea to the body. Out there from Tobia. Right back to it from Mario Ivanov. Right back to the center circle and the forward pressure for Tenaglia. Tobia on his back foot. Tenaglia on his front foot. Can you see the hand fighting? The southpaw of Tobia, the orthodox stance of Tenaglia.
It's like Tobia just waiting for his opponent to throw that overhand right, and then he tries to counter with the left hook.
Hook jab from Tobia, not there. Tenaglia, now a switch of stances for Tenaglia in the southpaw to do that. Throw the overhand left to the body. To the canvas goes Tobia. Next rule to slip correctly so by Mario Ivanov.
But I love the body work by Tenaglia. Haven't seen much of it yet.
35 seconds remaining. A hot, high-octane start to this middleweight bout. And so Tobia entering 1-0 in BKFC. Tenaglia's BKFC debut.
That's just a manhandle move. That's a message being sent. I'm stronger than you.
And that's a hard warning on that underhook throw. Issued to Tenaglia by Mario Ivanov. Obviously ruled a slip.
It's a risk if he hurt himself.
And now time called by Ivanov. First appearance of the night from the Chief Medical Officer of BKFC, Dr. Don Muzzi, MD.
Good to go.
Right back to it from Dr. Muzzi.
That's going to be a hard warning.
See the apology from Tenaglia. Right back to it, time in. Tenaglia and switching stances from ortho to southpaw. Final seconds, there's a nice step in left hand from Tobia. Swing and a miss with the left hook for Tenaglia. The bell. We are through 2 rounds.
And Sean, these are very close, very competitive rounds. You can feel that Tenaglia seems to be the aggressor much of the time, but he's getting hit with a lot of counter punches. Very interesting to see how they're scoring in this fight.
Incrocia dentro quel destro e mette quel gancio sinistro ed esci a sinistra, fai movimento e parti, va benissimo, parti con finta, adesso devi essere preciso, me lo devi marcare, adesso lo devi buttare, adesso lo devi marcare.
That eye looks like it's starting to close a little bit. Tobia planning good right at the end of that round. Tobia doing a good job of blocking, like I said. Tenaglia doing maybe there's so much work on being offensive. You see a good left hand of the body in that exchange. It's throwing such hard punches. Very impressive. He can continue to do it for 5 rounds at that pace.
Round number 3. Time called. This is a medical timeout. Tobia being sent to the neutral part of the ring. There's the medical clearance immediately by Tenaglia by Dr. Muzzi.
Tenaglia, he's really excited. He's ready to fight. Man, that eye's starting to become a problem.
Time in. Now round number 3 fully underway.
Let's see if Tenaglia has a sense of urgency at this point. He's got to end this fight now. Oh.
Forward pressure now for Tobia. Right back with the hook jab from Tenaglia. Switch of stances again from Tenaglia. Both fighters have been switching stances. Step in jab from Tobia on the overhead left.
If I'm Tenaglia, I got to be very careful keeping that right hand up. And Tobia better be throwing a lot of left hands trying to really target that right eye.
You see that deep swelling in the right eye of Tenaglia. 125 remaining round 3. Tobia taking himself along the ring ropes, looking to counter. Little movement now from Tobia. Tenaglia trying to mirror the hips of Enzo Tobia. Tenaglia to the mid-range. Clever turn out from Tobia. Almost a Superman punch. You saw the shuffle step footwork. It was legal, not a full Superman punch, more like a switch kick footwork. Clever on the entry from Tenaglia. Step in on the overhand left from Tobia. That was clever. And now forward.
What happened? You poked
Turning his back, and this fight is over. Tobia turned his back, and the victory is BKFC debut for Wadia Turgi.
And you can see Tobia mad. He said he got poked in the eye. It doesn't matter. The referee didn't see it. Unbelievable end. Nobody saw that coming. I'm not sure. Toby protested it. He got poked in the eye. It looks like he got raked. And he can't see out of that left eye. So he said, hey, he raked me in the eye. I can't see. Let's see what they say. How they're going to handle this one, Sean.
We are under the auspices here in Rome, Italy, of the Connecticut-based United States Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation, and they do allow instant replay.
But what are they going to do, Sean? Are they going to restart the fight?
You cannot unring the bell, Chris. It would have to be a no contest. Right now, this is a TKO win for Wadia Turgi because Tobia turned his back. And Ivanov then saw that action of Tobia turning his back. The Bulgarian referee Mario Ivanov ruling this as a third-round TKO win for Wadia Turgi. But again, we are under replay review from Mike Mazzulli's Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation.
And look at that eye. You know, Tobia has to be so frustrated. He has to feel like he was on the verge of getting a stoppage.
So we're either going to have a no contest or the original ruling from referee Mario Ivanov. Wadia Turgi will win by third-round TKO. We shall see. We send it to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Mario Ivanov, steps in, calling a stop to the fight at 1 minute 12 seconds into round number 3. For your winner by TKO, Wadia the Tiger Turgi.
And I'm sure that's not the way he wanted to win that fight, Sean, but that's how it's called. He looked good, he came aggressive, and that's how we got the victory.
So the ruling stands. This was reviewed by the Mohegan Tribe on replay. But referee Mario Ivanov determining that once Senzo Tobia turned his back, that is physical surrender, and that is the fight. The winner by way of third-round TKO, Wadia Turgi defeats Enzo Tobia.
Saturday, November 1st, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship is back with more mind-blowing action. In the co-main event, will the Rivera era continue as the undefeated Nathan the Reaper Rivera throws down with the 4-1 Tommy the Farmer Stridham? In the main event, the intense fan favorite Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez finally steps into the spotlight to face the undefeated man who never takes a step back, Zach Cavender. Don't miss the world's most exciting combat sport. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. All the way live from Satellite 5 Pure Chaos today. It's another crazy jam-packed show. You never know what you're going to get here.
Going viral across the internet, I wanted to try it at least once.
So when they slap that, it makes it extra red kind of thing?
With all the different things we got going on, we're going all over the world.
Yeah, man, I'll beat the out of him. I think it'd be 500.
Fade the flag.
We're here to break news, and I'll break necks if I have to.
Making his way in the Palazzo dello Sport here in Rome. The current Cruiserweight champion has been dominant. Can he get it done one more time? You got to find out by scanning that QR code. That's right, don't miss it. It's all the BKFC app. We want you there with us. Camozzi ready. He's got a challenger that is most definitely up for the task. Rome, Italy's own Alessio Sakara, Legionarius, making his way into Palazzo dello Sport, ready to grasp onto destiny tonight and to become champion. It's all here in Rome, Italy. And folks, BKFC 83 is brought to you by Bucked Up, Gabrielle and Spirits, Amnesia Vodka, Blackout Coffee Company, and Rasha. And now your tail of the tape brought to you by Fubo TV.
In the Cruiserweight division, Ernesto Papa versus Fred Sicken.
And Sicken with a 2-inch height advantage. However, Papa a 3-inch reach advantage in this fight.
From the Netherlands, Fred Sicken now set for his BKFC debut. Sicken told us he does not know the exact number, but by his count, he has had a combined 100+ pro kickboxing / Muay Thai / K1 rules bouts. Chris, it's like your early pro MMA bouts in Indiana. No one really kept the records. They're lost to history, so all you can do is have a best guess. But Sicken said for sure, I'm in 100 fights and likely a lot more. Sicken also told us in our fighter meeting, I'm really focused on transferring my power into speed for this, my BKFC debut. Power off of active, long jabs.
Well, that's the thing. He wants to make sure early he's downloading information, trying to learn the sport, throwing lots of jabs, and then it's going to be that aggressive pressure that's going to be the difference.
Sicken also said, I will move my head, speed with my straight punches. So often in our fighter meetings around the world for BKFC, and we do them with every single fighter in every single bout, a fighter will say, I'm winning by knockout. Sicken put a spin on that. He said, I'm not saying I'm winning by knockout. I'm saying either Papa's going to knock me out or I'm going to knock out Ernesto Papa. Either way, Sicken said, I will predict this fight ends in a knockout.
Always a safe bet in this sport, Champ. But really what he wants to do, utilize a lot of head movement, a lot of jabs, be very smart in this fight. He feels like he needs to stay sharp the entire time, get into that mid-range. That's where he's going to do his best work.
Ernesto Papa made his BKFC debut this past April. He defeated Dominic Astor by first-round knockout.
And did a great job just coming and throwing power shots. Jabs, I don't need those. I'm going to come in. I'm going to be tougher than you. We had a lot of guys who fought in the last Italy card who just totally believe in their toughness, and this is one of them. He feels like, I'm coming in. You can hit me. It doesn't matter. I'm going to hit you harder. I'm going to land my power shots. You cannot take what I did. And you can see he did get cut in his first fight. It didn't deter him the least bit. Came forward, threw hard punches. He believes he can do the same in this fight.
The Italian Ernesto Papa enters 1-0 promotionally in BKFC. Overall, this will be his third fight in the sport of bare knuckle. Papa 9-1 in his pro MMA career. Papa told us in our fighter meeting, I will throw every single punch, and that most definitely includes my jab with full power. Papa said, make no mistake, I want to have a brawl versus Fred Sicken.
He wants to be aggressive early. He wants to land the first hard punch. Get this into his opponent's mind. This is not what he thinks it is. He wants him to question every reason why he took this fight, put it on him really quick.
Papa said, heavy hooks with both hands. I want to showcase a wide variety of power punches of his opponent in this fight at 205 pounds. Fred Sicken, Ernesto Papa said, I know he has a great pedigree, a great resume. I respect his experience. But Papa said, I have studied him, and he's really more of a kicker than a puncher. Papa said, I will be the power puncher in this fight.
Well, he's not looking to win this by decision zone. He needs to get a knockout. He wants to come and prove that he is the top dog in this weight class. He wants to come out and put on a great fight and get that knockout quickly.
Back to the ring in Jeff Houston.
Fight fans of Roma. We are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the Cruiserweight division. Presented to you by Fubo TV. Watch live sports and TV without cable, including BKFC on Fubo TV. Start your 7-day free trial at FuboTV.com. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. His official weight, 203.8 pounds. He holds a combined combat sports record of over 100 fights, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Hilversum, the Netherlands, here is Fred the Piranha Sicking. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands an even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 205.4 pounds. His MMA record stands at 9 victories opposite a single defeat and holds a BKFC record standing at 1-0. Fighting out of Monsulmano Terme, Pistoia, Italy. Here is Ernesto Big 20 Papa. And our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Ernesto Papa told us, I believe Fred Sicking will struggle with my punching power. Papa said, I will be disappointed if I win by decision. Round number 1. Black trucks for the Duckman, Fred Sicking. He's in the red hand wraps, and a rapid fire start for the Italian black trucks. Blue wraps for Ernesto Papa. Papa playing all offense, Sicking playing all defense, and to the canvas goes Fred Sicking on the right hand of Ernesto Papa.
And that's exactly what Papa needs to do right away. Come out, put it on his opponent, let him know this isn't a kickboxing match. This is bare knuckle.
Papa a bit too keen. Good referee from Andrew Glenn. Let me see your hand. Off Ernesto Papa. He looked like Jack Dempsey in the 1920s, trying to step right in after the knockdown. Great procedural refereeing by Andrew Glenn. Straight forward pressure off the knockout from Ernesto Papa. More big shots. Knockdown number 2.
And it looks like somebody's got a case of the Mondays at this point, just not ready for this fight thus far.
Up at 8 is Fred Sicking.
Let me see your hand.
Here's the assist. This fight is over, and victory, just like that for Ernesto Papa.
I mean, Papa just did exactly what he said he was going to. Come out, put it on him early, test him, let's see what he has. I mean, and that was just an onslaught. When you come and throwing punches that matter, it's going to be very difficult. I mean, Papa coming, throwing power shots. We saw before how powerful this guy is. He's not worried about getting hit. Just overwhelming that uppercut, the right hand, just an onslaught of punches being thrown. Power shots too, Sean. Uppercut again, and you can see Sicking putting the leg up. He was just discombobulated, didn't know what to do at this point.
Sicking nearly landing the lead team kick.
And not really legal, but he wasn't trying to hit. He was just trying to defend himself at that point, Sean.
Again, Fred Sicking in our fighter meeting said, I'm not predicting I will win by knockout. I'm predicting that either myself or my opponent, Ernesto Papa, will win by knockout. And the knockout victory goes to Ernesto Papa, who again told us in his fighter meeting, I will be disappointed if I win by decision. He said, I am singularly focused on a spectacular finish, and that is what Ernesto Papa got here in Rome in round number 1. 2 knockdowns of Fred Sicking to the finish. Papa, fast start off from scratch, Chris. Sicking immediately taking himself to the rope. Papa smartly forward. Quality from Ernesto Papa. He's now 2-0 in BKFC. Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn, steps in, calling a stop to the fight at 53 seconds, round number 1. For your winner by TKO, Ernesto Big 20 Papa.
And Papa shows once again why he's going to be a force in this division. Very powerful, very good chin, and comes to fight every time.
Fred Sicking has had a brilliant career, mainly in kickboxing and Muay Thai, but he was simply overrun by Ernesto Papa in Sicking's BKFC debut. Papa, cool as you like in round 1, 2 knockdowns of Sicking to the finish. Victorious by way of first round TKO. Ernesto Papa defeats Fred Sicking.
Saturday, November 1st, Bare-knuckle Fighting Championship is back with more mind-blowing action. In the co-main event, will the Rivera era continue as the undefeated Nathan the Reaper Rivera throws down with the 4-1 Tommy the Farmer Stridham? In the main event, the intense fan favorite Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez finally steps into the spotlight to face the undefeated man who never takes a step back, Zach Cavender. Don't miss the world's most exciting combat sport. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. All the way live from Satellite 5 Pure Chaos today. It's another crazy jam-packed show. You never know what you're going to get here.
Going viral across the internet, I wanted to try it at least once.
So when they slap that, it makes it extra red kind of thing?
With all the different things we got going on, we're going all over the world.
And I'll beat the out of him. I'll give you 500.
Fade the flag.
We're here to break news, and I'll break necks if I have to.
In the light heavyweight division, Andrea Beaky versus Tomas Melish. Our tale of the tape is presented by Forged Irish Stout.
5'11" to 5'10", very close. Melish with a slight 2-inch reach advantage. That's not much for this weight class, Sean.
Tomas Melish made his BKFC debut April of this year. He defeated Jesus de Nazaret by first-round knockout.
And I love it, Sean. Lots of times these guys talk about coming in, I'm willing to trade, take one to give one. They can't take what I have. Melish, I mean, he lives that. Look at this fight. Came forward, he was bleeding, did not care. Says, I can hit harder than you, and I'm going to prove it. And he did. Put his opponent down, put him out. Referee says no need to count. This is over. Powerful shots, powerful striker, good gym. Like watching this guy fight.
From Slovakia, Tomas Melish. 1-0 in BKFC, 4-0 for Melish overall in the sport of bare knuckle. He's had 21 pro MMA bouts. Melish told us that I believe that toughness and durability are my best assets as a fighter. Melish said, I want to turn this fight into a brawl. I will throw big overhands to work to the inside. I will keep cutting the ring with heavy aggression and heavy punches.
Trying to make this a fast start because he usually starts a little slow, but wants to get in and utilize pressure to break his opponent.
Melish said, my straight rights, those are my key punches. High volume on the inside. Melish said, when I work to the clinch, I will be aggressive, I will be active, I will be heavy in the clinch.
He feels like his opponent is eventually going to want to move around, stay away. He has to cut off the ring, engage, turn this into a brawl, and be tougher than his opponent.
Andrea Beaky made his BKFC debut April of this year. He lost a unanimous decision versus Cruiserweight World Champion Chris Camozzi.
But he stepped up, he took the challenge. He was a lighter weight class, and he stepped up and went up a weight class to fight the champ. That's difficult to do, and he did well. He went all 5 rounds. Gets a heavier, more experienced fighter. Learned a lot in this fight. He comes throwing powerful shots. That's what he wants to do. Feels like he believes in his power. He can come in, outwork his opponent, land harder punches, be smarter, be elusive. He knows his opponent's willing to trade. He's not. He wants to be a smart, competitive fighter, but utilize that high fight IQ.
The Italian from Florence, Andrea Beaky. Now set for his second bout promotionally in BKFC, his 6th bout overall in the sport of bare knuckle. Beaky 2-0 in pro MMA, and he plays the sport Calcio Storico, which, to my untrained eye, Chris, looks like something of a cross between rugby union and 1990s Art Davey era mixed martial arts.
It's amazing, Sean. Not a lot of rules, it looks like, but that just shows his level of toughness. Asked him why he wanted to do that sport. He showed me a tattoo on his arm. His grandfather did it. I mean, this guy has fighting in his blood, understands what he wants to do in this fight, come out aggressive, but he has to adapt during the fight. A lot of in and out motion. He doesn't want to turn this into a brawl the whole time. He wants to make sure he decides when and where this fight happens.
BK also told us in our fighter meeting, I will use smart pressure, but I will never be reckless, a wide variety of punches, and I will continually throw my left hook.
Well, he thinks he has better footwork, better skills, a higher fighter IQ. He has to show that tonight.
Conor McGregor, David Feldman here in Rome for the BKFC undercards. Back to the ring, and Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Presented to you by the world's creamiest nitro stout, Forged Irish Stout. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears white. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 184.6 pounds. His bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 3 victories opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Žilina, Slovakia, here is Tomas Bolo Melish. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white and gold. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 186.8 pounds. His overall bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 3 victories opposite 2 defeats. He is a former BKFC Cruiserweight World Title Challenger. Fighting out of Firenze, Italy. Here is Andrea, the Holy Storm, and our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Andrea Beaky said, I have to take control of the tempo of this fight, and I have to slow down the forward pressure of Tomas Melish with my very active jab. Round number 1. White gold trunks for the Italian Andrea Beaky. White and black trunks for the Slovak Tomas Melish. Melish hands high and tight from the center circle. See the looser striking guard for Beaky. Now Melish coming forward off of the up jab. To the inside, right hand on the counter from Beaky, and that drops Tomas Melish. Ruled as a slip by Andrew Glenn. Smear of blood of the right eye of Tomas Melish. The left hook not there for Beaky. Right hand, left hand to the inside.
And Melish looking to throw hooks on the inside. Let's see if Beaky can just throw straight punches.
Both men in the center circle. There's the up jab again from the Slovak Tomas Melish. Swing and a miss with the right hand for Melish. Beaky, the Italian, on the outside, feinting with the jab. 65 seconds remaining, round number 1. Big left hand on the step in for Beaky. Melish walking through that, taking that exceedingly well. To the body goes Beaky.
That blood really starting to bother Melish. It's really getting into his eye.
Fake step from Beaky. Overhand right, not there on the shoulder. And right hand lands, and down goes Tomas Melish.
Melish is just taking too many shots at this point. Beaky doing a very good job of mixing it up. Melish has got to have better defense, or he's got to push his opponent backwards.
Mandatory 8 from Andrew Glenn, right back to it for Tomas Melish. Melish off the canvas with the forward pressure. Beaky on his back foot, wide stance, now the step in. Right hand, 15 seconds remaining, round number 1. Short right hand from Melish. Beaky off of the jab, big overhand right, swing and a miss with the left hand. Melish now looking to counter, on the inside to the body.
No.
And we're at 1 knockdown apiece.
Just throwing thunderous hard shots. Both guys down the first round, you have to like that.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10, and the come from behind win for Tomas Melish.
No mas for Beaky. He was just rocked with those hard shots. That came out of nowhere. You look like the whole round, it was one-sided. It was Beaky just dominating that round until Melish found his groove, found his ability to get in and land those hard shots. That's what he felt like he had to do the entire time, and it worked, Sean.
Melish was overly keen during the mandatory count, which went from 8 to 10 from Andrew Glenn. Glenn correctly stopped his count, sent Mellish back, so that was more like a 12 count, and still Beaky did not get off the canvas. Keep in mind, Chris, that was the end of the round. Had Beaky gotten to his feet, if he passed the assessment from Andrew Glenn, he would have had a full 60 seconds to recover.
And you can see just a big right hand or left thrown. Got him in a bad position. You got to think Beaky, maybe he should have just taken a knee at this point because he was hurt. That one last right hand did the job. If he could have maybe just took a knee, got that 8 count, the round would have been over and he could have started over with this second round, but it doesn't matter. Knockdown, Conor McGregor loving a guy getting up off the canvas to get that victory.
You saw our crafted replay presented by Conor McGregor's Forged Irish Stout. Tomas Mellish off the canvas to advance his BKFC record to 2-0 and his overall bare-knuckle fighting record to 5-0. The Slovak Tomas Mellish is certainly a light heavyweight now to watch in BKFC. Credit to Andrea Beaky, strong start. Beaky, beautiful, showing his hand speed on the counters, dropping Mellish, and then full credit to Mellish off of the canvas, coming forward relentless to the body, dropping Beaky. Beaky again getting more than the 10 count because Mellish stepping in. Andrew Glenn pausing about 2 seconds. Beaky could not get to his feet, and that is the win for Tomas Mellish. Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action calls a stop to this fight, reaching the count of 10 at 1 minute 59 seconds, round number 1. For your winner by KO, Tomas Bolo Mellish.
All right, folks, what an incredible performance, Tomas Mellish. My friend, incredible performance. You get knocked down, but you come back, you finish the fight. How do you feel after this win here in Italy?
Bol si knockoutovaný, ale povstal si a knockoutoval si ho. Ako sa cítiš po tejto výhre?
Povedz mi, že knockdown je pre mňa štart. Superi si myslia, že ma dostali, ale naopak. Ja sa len rozbieham.
Knockdown, every knockdown he gets, it just starts from him. After he gets knocked down, every opponent is finished because he needs to taste blood.
You're so incredibly dangerous. What do you feel like your future looks like here in BKFC? How high can you go, my friend?
Čo je tvoja budúcnosť v BKFC a ako ďaleko chceš zajsť?
Druhý zápas, druhý knockout. Idem po najvyšších priečkách. Pás alebo veľká pyramída.
Second fight, second win by knockout in first round, so he wants to aim at the highest level. So title or the biggest tournament you have right now, the big one. So he wants to join.
The baddest man, I like that. Listen, brother, it seems like when you taste blood, you become more dangerous. I feel like this sport is perfect for you. How much do you love bare knuckle fighting, my friend?
Vníma, že keď dostaneš úder, čím viac dostávaš, tým viac si ty v hre, že sa mu to veľmi páči a že bare-knuckle je pre teba, že ako veľmi sa ti páči bare-knuckle.
Povedz mi, že bare-knuckle sa stal mojím životom. Bol to nový oheň.
Tomas fought in MMA, but he was like, he wants to quit, but after he gets some opportunity to fight in bare-knuckle, and it just happened, his life, it's his life, you know, so he got new fire in him.
An absolute animal. Let's make some noise out here in Italy for Tomas Mellish.
And what a performance. He did exactly what he said in his interview. He's willing to trade, willing to take one. All he has to do is get his opportunity, come forward. He will put people down. 2 times he's done it, showing impressive thus far.
Again in our fighter meeting, Tomas Mellish said toughness and durability are my best assets as a fighter. Mellish showed his toughness and durability off the canvas, dropped by Andrea Beaky on the counter. A strong start for Beaky. Mellish then also showing his class. Power, precision, speed to the come from behind win. Victorious by way of round 1 KO. Tomas Mellish defeats Andrea Beaky. The Australian Hayes Heppy will open our absolutely stacked main card from here in Rome as he faces the Pole now based in England. Krzysztof Wisniewski, both heavyweights and are 1-0 in BKFC. Scan the QR code on your screen and watch it live at the top of the hour. Bare-knuckle Fighting Championship, our debut in Rome.
Saturday, November 1st, Bare-knuckle Fighting Championship is back with more mind-blowing action. In the co-main event, will the Rivera era continue as the undefeated Nathan the Reaper Rivera throws down with the 4-1 Tommy the Farmer Stridham? In the main event, the intense fan favorite Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez finally steps into the spotlight to face the undefeated man who never takes a step back, Zach Cavender. Don't miss the world's most exciting combat sport. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. All the way live from Satellite 5 Pure Chaos today. It's another crazy jam-packed show. You never know what you're going to get here.
Going viral across the internet, I wanted to try it at least once.
So when they slap that, it makes it extra red kind of thing?
With all the different things we got going on, we're going all over the world.
And I'll beat the out of him. He'll be 500.
Fade the flag.
We're here to break news, and I'll break necks if I have to.
Well, we're here at the Palazzo della Sport right here in Rome, Italy. And folks, we guaranteed you a good preview, and we delivered on it. These fighters delivered on it. Big finishes. We just came out of an incredible finish there with Melish. A lot of great action, but it only gets better from here. We want you to scan the QR code right now. Get that BKFC app. Once again, $7.99, the best value in all of combat sports. That will get you the entire show tonight, plus all the archives, plus next week in our debut in Michigan. Fantastic fights, and folks, coming up, my gosh, it is deep. We got a deep fight card here, folks. Speaking of which, we have a feature bout here that I'm very excited about. A former world champion battling out for the European title. It's exciting. Let's go to Sean and Chris. Gentlemen, Francesco Ricci taking on Joseph Halla. We saw the face-offs. We saw the press conference. Seems like there's a little bit of bad blood. It seems like these guys are going to leave it all inside our squared circle.
Thank you, Cyrus. This is very intriguing. And Cyrus, as you said, this is our feature fight of the evening. Francesco Ricci versus Joseph Halla to crown the first ever BKFC European 175-pound champion.
I love this fight, Sean. I mean, we've talked with Halla. I mean, this guy, he's an absolute maniac. Comes from the Czech Republic. These guys all over the place. I think they fight just for fun. His crew is wild. He's here to fight. I mean, and Ricci, one of our former world champs, this guy's just getting better and better, looks so calm, so relaxed, got great reach and range. He understands the sport. This is going to be an amazing fight.
This is such a special night, a special week for Francesco Ricci. Based in Florida, but born in Italy. He said that he comes home to Rome at least once a year, but this is his first time now fighting in Rome.
And that does a different thing for you. It brings a certain energy. You have all your fans around you. You really want to come out and showcase the best of what you have, because these are the people, you know, this is the people who've been bragging about you for years. They're here to actually see you fight. You better come out and you better perform.
I was teasing Joseph Halla from the Czech Republic. My all-time favorite 1880s bare-knuckle fighter is Jim Mace. Joseph Halla, Chris, looks exactly like the Englishman Jim Mace, and he has embraced that. He's saying, I fight just like that. I have that 1880s style.
Well, don't forget the mustache. That really makes the whole thing.
That is the mustache indeed. Cyrus, this is such a stacked card. Our second time, of course, in Italy. Our first time here in Rome. We also, Cyrus, have such a stacked card. We're seeing the heavyweights. Chris and I are really intrigued by this heavyweight bout that opens our main card top of the hour.
Oh, of course. I mean, when you talk about Hayes Heppy, this guy jumped on to the scene in Florence at BKFC 73. And I don't know about you, but the dude's just a little bit scary. But a gentle giant. Very nice guy, but when he steps inside there, then that Maori heritage gets in there. You see those eyes bug out. You see that tongue come out. This dude is an absolute monster. He rolled through steep banks. That being said, is he going to be able to continue that? It seems that he would, but Wisniewski is going to give some different challenges here, gentlemen. When you look at this fight, Sean, I know you had a chance to really talk to Wisniewski. What is his confidence like coming into this fight against Hayes Heppy, who definitely has to be a heavy favorite here?
Krzysztof Wisniewski, the Pole, based in England, is 1-0 in BKFC. He talked in our fighter meeting about just being more fluid, being faster, very respectful of his Australian opponent, Hayes Heppy. but he's a very different body type in the heavyweight division as Krzysztof Wisniewski than is Hayes Heppy.
Well, what he believes in, Sean, is his accuracy. He's not throwing hard punches the entire time. He's not coming in with one punch knockout. He just has to touch you. Utilize a good defense and accuracy. He feels like he can hurt a lot of people in his weight class. They come with big punches. He avoids. He counters. He's going to win a lot of fights.
I know our friend Ben Rothwell, the BKFC Heavyweight World Champion. Cyrus is watching at home. This heavyweight division in BKFC continues to get deeper and deeper. And I think, assuming we don't have a draw or no contest, whomever wins this fight, which opens our main card here in Rome, top of the hour in the heavyweight division, I think they really elevate themselves up the rankings in bare-knuckle fighting championships heavyweight division.
Or guys, do they get closer to that all heavyweight card that I keep dreaming up in my mind every year? That's what I want to see, that heavyweight rumble, all heavyweights, and that would be a great guy to have in there. But you're right, he is going to get into the rankings. He's going to get in there with guys like Perdomo and Rothwell and Adams and Terrell, and then you look at those matchups, and those are mouth-watering matchups, guys. This heavyweight division, like always, when the combat sport is the best is when the heavyweight division is the best, and it just keeps getting better, Sean.
Chris, remember Cedric Kushner when he had heavyweight explosion in pro boxing in the 1990s? That's what Cyrus Fees wants. He wants the BKFC heavyweight explosion. We're getting deep enough now that I think that we can have it.
I mean, Sean, that's what people want to see lots of times. Those are the baddest dudes on the planet. The heavyweights are always the most paid because if that's who everybody wants to see, the biggest, strongest guys, they're the toughest guys in the world. We're getting better and better with these guys. They're just tougher, stronger, bigger, faster. They just continue to impress me. I mean, guys who could do it all. They're not just power punchers. They're actually good defensively. They're good offensively. They have all the little things it takes to be good at this sport, and that's what I really love about this division. It's getting deeper at all times.
Cyrus, you know, we're not even an hour in, and I've already name-checked Art Davey, Jem Mason, Cedric Kushner.
Yeah, now you know it's good then. You know it's good because we know you can go deep. Folks, Hayes Heppy, the guy special in that heavyweight division. Bonner and Tenaglia, guys, I'm sorry, I got to ask you, though. That matchup by itself, I think, could be fight of the year if all goes well there. Bonner and Tenaglia, is that the fight of the night tonight? Is that the early favorite?
I think that has to be fight of the night. I've been looking forward to this one. Both those guys, they haven't lost the title. They both got the title. They both won it really bad. This is all about pride. These guys really want to come out here and take the other. There's bad blood. They want to take the other guy out.
There it is. Sean, you know,
Cyrus, I definitely agree with Chris. Again, these two fighters are absolutely incapable of a boring fight. How good is this four-man BKFC 155-pound World Championship tournament?
Oh, man, it is deep. It is a beast of a tournament. Absolutely right. There he is. Hayes Heppy. You're going to see him right at the top of the hour. The first fight is a heavyweight throwdown, so you better scan that QR code now. Get the BKFC app and get dialed in because top of the hour, it's going down. There he is. Cool, calm, and collected. Calm like a bomb. Ben, the Bomber, Bonner, ready for his moment in the sun here in Rome, Italy. And it is going to be him against one tough dude in Tenaglia. But Bonner, this guy has confidence going through his veins. Fantastic. But there's something about this dude. This is Franco Tenaglia. This is the king of the streets. He's dancing his way in, but this man is all business like a hitman. He is a monster. He has his assignment tonight, and he wants to get a step closer to the undisputed lightweight title. Folks, it happens at the top of the hour. BKFC 83 from Rome.
Saturday, November 1st. Bare-knuckle Fighting Championship is back with more mind-blowing action. In the co-main event, will the Rivera era continue as the undefeated Nathan the Reaper Rivera throws down with the 4-1 Tommy the Farmer Stridham? In the main event, the intense fan favorite Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez finally steps into the spotlight to face the undefeated man who never takes a step back, Zach Cavender. Don't miss the world's most exciting combat sport. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. All the way live from Satellite 5 Pure Chaos today. It's another crazy jam-packed show. You never know what you're going to get here.
Going viral across the internet, I wanted to try it at least once.
So when they slap that, it makes it extra red kind of thing?
With all the different things we got going on, we're going all over the world.
Yeah, man, I'll beat the out of him. I'll give you 500.
Fade to black.
We're here to break news, and I'll break necks if I have to. Rome, the Eternal City, once the heart of an empire where warriors clashed in the Colosseum. Now it's home to a new breed of fighter. For the